Welcome back to the Stephan Show. My name is Graham, and welcome back to the show. Now, the other week, we watched this video on David Dobrik. It was called David Dobrik on the worst money he's ever blown. Wait for it, men's wealth. Wait for it, men's health. But today, we're getting inside of his house. Not like that. No. See, he came out with a video on Architectural Digest. It's called Inside David Dobrik's $2.5 million Los Angeles home. Wait for it. Open door, wait for it, Architectural Digest. So not only are we able to see how David Dobrik spends his money, but we're gonna get an inside look into how he lives. So with that said, let's watch this video and see how David Dobrik, how the David Dobes lives in Los Angeles in a $2.5 million house. Cheers. Make sure to hit the like button though before we begin. We never wanna make sure to forget that one. And with that said, let's begin now.
Oh, hey guys. Didn't know you guys were gonna come so soon. I'm trying to open this door actually because we have a lot of break-ins. So we put a nail here so it doesn't open, but it also ruins the aesthetic of the house. But now I can't take the nail out. Oh, I broke the hammer. Are you serious?
Why would he nail that? You know what? One of the things that my grandparents always used to do, they would take like a broomstick handle and then put it at the bottom. So like, no one can open the thing. But the thing with this is that like, if someone really wants to break in, I'm a firm believer that like, they're gonna break in. They will find a way to break in if they're motivated enough to get in the house. Like, if someone really wanted, they just smash the windows. Done, problem solved. I don't think doing this is really gonna cause someone to be like, oh, no, there's a nail in there. Sorry guys, going home. I mean, I'm not a thief. I'm not a criminal. I've never done that before. So I would just imagine if I were a thief, that would not deter me if I was committed to getting inside. Or you just use the broomstick thing. That always worked for my grandparents.
Hi AD, it's DD. I'm David Dobrik, and this is my house. Come on in. I moved here about 2-3 years ago, and I remember looking for a really long time. I went to like 10 different house showings a week, and then I came to this one, and like I immediately knew it was the house that I was gonna live in.
Usually that's the way it is for people. They'll go and see a whole bunch of homes, and then when the right one clicks, it's almost like this moment where you feel like, I know. And for me too, it's always been the same way. I've always walked into houses, felt like, this is okay, this is a good one. But when you hit the right one, it's like this immediate gut feeling, like, yeah, the numbers make sense, I like the house, it's a great location, everything lines up, let's make it happen. So that was good. That was good he felt this way.
And I still go on Zillow to this day, after years of owning it, because I'm always like, did I make the right decision? Because I'm really worried about that. And so far I have, so I'm happy. I
do the same thing every single day. I'm on Zillow for probably like 20 minutes, just like seeing every single thing that comes on the market, and then I compare it. I basically do the same thing as David's doing. Every now and then though, I see a great deal come up. I'm like, I wish I just had this extra money to go and buy this deal. But yeah, it's always, my goal is to always buy one property every year. As long as I buy one a year, I'm happy. And I got my one for this year. Maybe we'll see if another one comes up though.
The style of the house is that it's like a house. Like when I think of house, I think of this house because it's not too big, it's not too small, it's not like too modern, it's not like too old. It's just like the perfect in-between, I think.
You know what? It always looks a lot bigger though in his videos. They just did like the whole room pan, and it doesn't look as big as I thought it was actually.
These are my awards. I got this when I hit 10 million subscribers. It was really fun because I came home and my entire house was wrapped in like wrapping paper like it was Christmas. And all my friends from my hometown and from LA came to surprise me, and it was like a really, really big fun thing.
Oh, I want that one day. I want that 10 million subscriber play button. It looks amazing. One of these days, guys, make sure to subscribe so we could be a part of it when on the main channel we're gonna hit 10 million. And then here, probably gonna hit 1 million in like, I don't know, 10 months, I'm guessing. So make sure if you're watching this video and you're not already subscribed, it's so easy you just click that little subscribe button. It's right there. Right there. Just make sure that's hit. And then hit the notification bell too. So YouTube notifies you anytime we post a video. If you do that, we'll be well on our way. It's gonna be exciting.
This is my favorite. This is my Kids' Choice Award. This is like my Oscars, basically. And I used to watch the Kids' Choice Awards all the time, and I used to watch Drake and Josh all the time. And then last year, Josh Peck presented me with the Kids' Choice Award at the Kids' Choice Awards, and it was like a really, really big deal for me. No one else cares.
That's so, I would care. I love Drake and Josh. Like watching Josh Peck and Drake Bell growing up too. I would be just as starstruck. So to be handed something like that from Josh Peck would just be like, that's an achievement. That is when you know you've done well.
This is the living room. This is probably my favorite part of the house, or my bedroom, because I sleep there. This is genuinely, all jokes aside, my favorite piece of furniture I've ever sat on in my entire life. It's the Cloud Couch. It's from Restoration Hardware. I absolutely love it.
Oh, that looks like such a nice couch. And those couches, by the way, from Restoration Hardware are expensive. Like, you would see this, you'd think, okay, maybe a few $1,000. No, this couch is probably like 15 grand, maybe like $18,000 for this couch at Restoration Hardware. Everything they have, by the way, just triple the price of what you think is reasonable, and that's basically Restoration Hardware.
And then we come over here. This is the pool table. I don't have a kitchen table because I feel like I eat really quickly, so I just get it done while I'm standing or doing something else.
I would agree with that. For his space, I think a pool table is going to be so much better than a dining table, and all you need to do is just like put something over top of it if you want to eat dinner there. There you go, 2-in-1.
This is a new chandelier I got, or light fixture, I guess. It's not a chandelier, because my friends got really drunk, and they took my old light fixture, and they went like this, and they pretended it was one of those pendulum things, and they shattered.
Oh no, I'd be so angry. But then again, that's content. He made probably 10 times that chandelier just by posting that, just by filming it.
This is the kitchen. I don't cook. I always like order food or I go out. This is my favorite. What I obsess over the most is having like a clean fridge, because I would always see it on like TV shows and stuff, and I feel like, I don't know, I'm like a kid.
Look at that. Look at that. For someone who doesn't drink, there's a lot of booze in there. There's a lot of Red Bull. Wow.
I literally have Chipotle every day. I cannot stress that enough. I have it 7 to 9 times a week.
Look at that. Is that sponsored by Chipotle? I feel like they got in with this. Or probably, honestly, that's probably for all like the cast and crew who's behind the scenes with Architectural Digest and film. I have a feeling that's probably what's going on, but Chipotle's got to get in on this.
I have the card where I can get unlimited Chipotle throughout the year, and they also have an option where I can cater food for free. So we catered it, so after the shoot, you guys can have some.
That's it. See? But that's amazing. How does he get free Chipotle? That's one of the things. When you get rich enough and you get famous enough, people start giving you a whole bunch of free stuff just because you're rich and famous. I want free stuff like that. By the way, you could see in the reflection how many people are standing behind the scenes here filming. Like, there's a guy holding, like, looks like a boom mic here. It looks like there's like 4 or 5 people behind the scenes here that you could see in the reflection.
My ex-girlfriend got me this, and it was really sweet, because this was the view where we had our first kiss, and then this car was the car I drove out to LA in. So she had it painted, and she surprised me, and it was really fun. And then here, now that I'm not in a relationship, I had them make a new one that represents who I am now. They made a brand new, completely black, and it's like, it's so glossy, it's reflective. They call it a black mirror.
I think it's really cool to have like a black mirror like that. That's just neat. This to me is like neat, cool artwork that I would like hang up. Maybe not that car thing. That's I wouldn't want that in my place.
You can see yourself in it.
Oh man, gotta sneeze. My allergies have been really acting up lately. It's not fun. It's not fun.
You could see yourself in it. Pretty cool.
Oh, whoa, wait, there we go. We can see how many people are behind the scenes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people that we see. 6 people just to film this house tour. Probably plus maybe like another 1 or 2 behind the scenes of this. It's crazy.
So this is my bedroom. My friend Reggie and my assistant now, Natalie, designed they interior decorated the whole place. So everything is thanks to them. I didn't give him any direction because I have no artistic vision whatsoever, and I just said just make it look cool. This is my favorite part. It's my TV. I wasn't allowed to have a TV in my room growing up, so now that I have this, it's like a complete game changer. And look at this.
That's cool. That's cool. I feel like everyone loves that, just to be able to swivel the TV around like that. I don't got that. I'm not that fancy.
This is my bed. I edit here a lot. Yeah, not much goes on in here.
What were you just editing?
I was editing a video.
Wait, so does David Dobrik do all of his own editing? If so, that's impressive. I would imagine, though, for his type of content, only he can have that vision that just makes everyone just watch through to the very end. I think that's a really hard thing to give to somebody else. So I wouldn't be surprised if he just does all of his own editing.
This is my closet. Black is obviously my favorite color to wear. All I have is black shirts. My friend painted this. This is on an IKEA table. My friend is a psycho, and I noticed he wrote something on the back. It says, "I knew they'd run into you." How mysterious is this? I have a feeling this is gonna help me in my life in like 20 years. Okay.
How does it fit there so perfectly, though? That's a perfect spot for it.
So this is my bathroom. There's not much going on. And then this is the shower. There's a little plant in there. Keep him nice and soaked. This is my shampoo of choice, and it always has been. It's Suave Kids. It's tear-free shampoo, which I found out isn't tears. Like, you still cry when it gets in your eyes. It's tear-free, so it doesn't tear your hair. Like, it doesn't like have knots in your hair.
Is that true? I'm like, my mind I'm drawing blanks here. Yeah, here's Refinery 29. What does it mean? No. So he's actually incorrect. According to Johnson & Johnson, the no more tears means the product won't sting if gotten in a baby's eyes. Makes sense. I mean, no more tears. That doesn't even make any sense.
This is the studio. I don't really use it for anything other than to say I have a studio. When I bought this place, it was like a movie theater room, but it's too small, I feel like, for a movie theater room, so we transformed it to a place where we can record our podcast views, but we also never did that because it was just too professional, and I'd rather do it on my couch. This is my friend Jason. That's who I do the podcast with. We taped him to the wall successfully. That was a lot of fun. This picture was from when I cut my hand open. It was my favorite video I've ever filmed. All my friends were there, and we were having such a good time, and we were all laughing about it.
Ooh, I don't like that. I can't look at that. Let's blur that out. I have a thing, I can't look at anything like that without just freaking out. No.
This is the outdoors. The view of the house was like the most important. I feel like I'm such a sucker for views. Like the house itself could be an actual box, but if it has a really cool view, I'm totally in love with it. And this has a really, really fun view.
He's very close to the freeway though. That I would say is the only downside of that location. It's a great location. Like it's really close to Hollywood, close to Beverly Hills, close to the Valley, kind of in the Valley, but just that freeway being so close would be, it might be the only turnoff, I think, for the property.
Now we're gonna go to the front of the house. This is where the cars are. What else would be at the front of the house? Feels so weird saying it, but that's my Ferrari that I got recently. This is my favorite car. It's my Tesla. It's my dream car. There is no better car than a Tesla. It almost seems unfair to compare it to other cars because it's just totally different than anything I've ever driven.
Oh man, I love the cars. I'm a sucker for the cars. I'm glad he has a Tesla. I feel like every YouTuber now needs a Tesla. You're not a real YouTuber, by the way, until you get a Tesla. Just the rules. I don't make it up. It is the way it is.
This car is for like 6-year-olds, which is why it's great. If you're ever trying to get a certain person in the mood, you go down here, you hit this fireplace option, and a fireplace comes up.
See, this is why Tesla does not pay for any advertising. You have people like David Dobrik and me and just like everybody else making videos on how much they like their Tesla. It's free advertising because they got just a good product. It's all by word of mouth. Tesla's never gonna go and be like, hey guys, here's a 15-second ad on the video. No, they don't need to do that. They've had people like David, I bet from this video, they at least sold like a few dozen cars, guaranteed.
The cool thing about this car is it receives updates just like a phone would. When you buy the car, it doesn't have certain functions that it would later. One of the cool surprises with this is Christmas morning, Elon tweeted and he said, everyone go to your cars, there's a fun update. And then everyone went to their cars and this was the update. Doing it.
You get to see the Tesla stock price just keep going up as this music keeps playing.
Thank you, AD, for coming by. I had a lot of fun showing you guys the house. I'll see you guys later. Remember, safety first. I don't know why people don't wear seatbelts. See you guys.
I love it. I love it. I think it's a great house. It's obvious why he's so successful. It's just he's got the perfect personality for just being in front of the camera like that. I love his cars. Great house, great front. Really, there's nothing that I have to complain about with this except his house is just a little bit too close to the freeway. If it wasn't for that, this house would be amazing. I think he's trying to sell this house, by the way. I think for he wants like $3 million for it. He might be able to get close to it. He might be able to get that price. Honestly, in this market with not much inventory out there, knowing it's his house, that adds, I think, just maybe a little smidgen of value. I don't think that much, but it adds something to it, just more exposure. He's more likely to find a buyer because it's his house. But otherwise, love it. I like everything about it, and now that we get to see what's inside David Dobrik's $2.5 million house, what is there left to see on David Dobrik? Just comment down below in the description. Let us know if there are any other David Dobrik videos that we should watch and review here on the channel. So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to destroy the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell. Also, feel free to add me on Instagram. I post there pretty much daily, so if you want to be a part of it there, feel free to add me there. As on the podcast, the Iced Coffee Hour, new episodes being posted every single Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We got a really great episode posting up this Sunday. And what else? Get your 2 free stocks down below in the description when you deposit $100 on Webull, with one of those stocks potentially worth all the way up to $1,400. So if you want those 2 free stocks, use the link down below. Let me know which 2 free stocks you get. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.